Just feed her the heat. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back. Another hose bending video. We're going to be bending some of these hoses up with these spring benders. And they go up in different sizes here and these are normally used for copper. I'll leave a link in the description below for a set very similar to this. But today we're not going to be using a heat gun. Instead, we're going to be using steam. And there's this comment that a viewer left that says he works at Gates and they use steam. And we know steam is typically about 212 degrees, so that should be a relatively safe temperature for a lot of these hoses. Now, I'm not going to recommend you do this to fuel lines or anything like that. Both of these are power steering return lines, oil lines. This may also work for transmission or your coolant lines, just depending on the size of springs. And you can probably use other stuff. There was other comments of using sand, and we're just not going to use sand. The sand can get stuck inside of the tubing and potentially become a cutting fluid, so that's not good. That and sand makes a mess, and trying to retain these with sand and then heating them up with steam would not be the best, because we want to get the steam inside and probably outside. So let me show you guys what we're going to use here. So I went to my local Harbor Freight and I picked up a central machinery. This is a steam cleaner, and you just fill it up with distilled water. They recommend distilled water just so you don't get the buildup inside. And then the nozzle, it comes with a bunch of different attachments. I ain't going to bore you with that. We're going to be using the small tip to direct the steam into the hoses. And then I've got a little tub with cold water. It's about 50 degrees in the garage, so that should be nice and cold. So we're going to be using this guy. It's on right now. Whenever the red light turns off, then our steam is ready to go. All right, first thing we got to do is we got to figure out what size spring fits in here. So this little one, yep, that fits in there great, so we'll use that one. This bigger one, that one would probably work good. Yeah, that's a good fit. And then I'm not going to be holding on to these like I did on the last one. So I thought about maybe using a little quick grip to bend these up in the way that I want them and then hold them with the clip. So let's give that a shot. Let me set all this up and then we'll get to it. All right, so we got our hose with our tubing bender in it, or spring bender. Got a clamp holding it because I don't want to hold it because it's going to get hot. Our steam's ready to go. We got the red light off, so we're just going to feed a bunch of steam into here, try to get it hot, and we'll use a temperature gun to kind of monitor, and maybe we'll hit the outside of it as well. And afterwards, we'll dunk it in some water. It's pretty cold water. It's like 50 degrees in the garage, so let's see if this works. I don't know if I want to have the steam shooting, which direction I want the steam to go shooting. We'll do it this way. So we'll just shoot a bunch of steam in here. Oh yeah. All right, let's see how that worked out. Stick this. Oh no. That's gonna be hot. Let me grab something. Yeah, that's hot. Well, let's try that again. All right, it's cooled off. I cleaned up my mess. We're going to use a zip tie this time, but yeah, that'll work. And our steam's ready, so let's give this another go. Let's see how hot. I don't know if we're getting it hot enough, but let's give it a try. All right, so I just pulled this out of the water. It's cool to the touch now. Let's take off our zip tie, pull this out. Try not to straighten it back out. Look at that.
Cool.
Okay, kind of surprised. That's pretty nice. It's got a nice, doesn't, I mean, it's got a nice radius. It's not kinked or anything like that because we kept that spring inside of there. So that's good. Probably would have taken it a little further, right, if I wanted that full U like that, but that's not bad at all. That's pretty good. Let's try it on another hose. All right, let's try this bigger one. Again, we're going to use a zip tie, not the clamp. Clamp didn't work very well. And this time I'm going to put a rag underneath just to try to contain some of the mess. Slide that guy in. And again, it doesn't go all the way through. Let's see if you can kind of see where the spring is at. Let me turn this on. That might help. Nope. Okay. So we're just going to do as tight as of a bend as we can. And we're going to zip tie it there and see if we can get a nice 90 at least, or maybe a full 180. That'd be kind of good. Yep. We're going to go with that. It's going to be a little difficult to get the steam in there, I think. I think it'll be all right. All right, so again, I'm going to use needle nose just to keep my hands out of the way. And we're just going to feed the steam into this side. I guess it doesn't really matter which side. Maybe we'll feed it into here so that way it's going through the spring and then coming back out. So let's give that a shot. Get in there. Feed her the heat. Oh. All right, we're going to call that good. Dunk it in our cold water. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes. Go ahead and take this out. Yeah, it's cool to the touch. Take our zip tie off. Pull that out. It's kind of springing back a little bit, but that's a nice U. If you needed a 90, or not a 90, a 180, you can cut that there, and you got yourself a nice 180. Here's the other one we did earlier, and it's just been sitting to the side, and it's retained its shape. And we can spring it back. Kind of goes back. Spring it this way. So it's not permanent, but I mean, you can see, try to straighten it out, and it wants to go back. This one, yeah, they'll want to go back a little bit, but that's, at least this is a safer way with the steam, at least for the rubber, right, and the braiding. So that's pretty nice, a new method. So hopefully you guys found this useful. Maybe you can give that a try if you have a steam cleaner. If not, I'll link this one below to the Harbor Freight one. All right, if you're new here, I've got a link to the first video I did on these using a heat gun and stuff like that. I got a lot of comments out of that. Some, saying the sand and the steam and everything like that. So that's really good. I appreciate all the comments that you guys put down in the comment section. So the whole purpose of this video is to prevent hoses from kinking, basically, right? That's going to stop your fluid flow. So using a spring bender or something that goes inside the hose to prevent it from kinking is going to allow you to create these bends and still maintain the inner diameter of the hose. So that's really helpful. If you guys are interested in the car, I'll be doing an update on the 240 on the hoses, the power steering hoses I made for that. I did get the spring clips that everyone suggested in the comments. I'll do a separate video for that. I'm not going to bore you guys with that here. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I got a lot of views out of the first video, not a ton of subscribers. Most of my subscribers actually did come from that first video, and I appreciate that. But it also helps out the channel, helps me kind of fund some of this stuff and lets me know that you guys want to watch my content. So consider subscribing, hit that thumbs up, watch some of these other videos here, and as always, peace out.